Anzac Day is one of the most sacred in the Australian calendar, celebrated not only across the country but also around the world. Today was no exception. In Sydney, events began and ended at the Cenotaph in Martin Place. Philippa McDonald is there now. Philippa, what's the atmosphere been like today?
Juanita, the atmosphere is quiet and sombre. The sunset service has concluded, the barricades have come down, and now it's an opportunity for people to file by quietly, to have a look at the hundreds of beautiful wreaths and to read the cards that have been laid on those wreaths. There have been some rather personal reflections. To my grandfather, I will always march in your honour. Another card to my Uncle Will, killed in action in May 1917 in France. The memory of your sacrifice will never be forgotten. Earlier today, thousands took to the streets to honour the Anzac tradition and to reflect on the wars still being fought. Gallipoli may have been almost a century ago, but it seems Anzac Day has never been so popular.
We pray for all who serve in the Australian Defence Force, and particularly on this Anzac Day for those deployed in Afghanistan, the Middle East, on border protection, in East Timor, the Solomons and Southern Sudan.
Before dawn, Sydney-siders gathered to remember those who have made the ultimate sacrifice and those who continue to put their lives on the line.
It falls to all Australians this morning and every morning to continue in the Anzac spirit and resolve to make Australia a nation worthy of their sacrifice.
11-year-old Anna Brown presented Rosemary to the Governor. This was her first Anzac Day without her dad, a Gulf War veteran who recently died from radiation sickness. As the clock struck 9, they came in taxis and on foot, and thousands were there to greet Australia's veterans.
Got a huge crowd, we've been very well warm received, and it's just, it's a moving day.
Great-grandfathers brought their great-grandsons.
Oh, he likes to come for a ride every year.
Granddaughters walked hand in hand with their grandfathers.
I'm marching in honour of his brother, my great-uncle Eric.
So many never made it home, and now those who did are dwindling in numbers.
I'm 94.
70 years ago, the war came to Papua New Guinea, and at the age of 12, Simeon Ayepa Beata was a fuzzy-wuzzy angel. Today, he was joined by the chief of the Kokoda track.
Kokoda was the turning point in the Pacific War Theatre, and I'm very proud to represent my country and my people.
The families of defence personnel were out in force.
It's her first Anzac Day as well.
And there was no holding back these little girls. This was a day of reunions.
We swap stories about our families and then we reminisce about our army days.
Down the road at the pub, these Vietnam veterans shared a not-so-quiet drink with a mate who only just survived the war, but like so many, never misses Anzac Day. Philippa McDonald, ABC News, Sydney.